The first time I saw Toots the Maytals was at this free festival in Hyde Park in 1974, and I just left the Windsor Free Festival, which had just been broken up by the cops, and went to this sort of free event later in the week. The Maytals were on. There was absolutely zero interest in this fantastic band by the hippies there, who were all there to see Roy Harper and whoever the drummer was from Led Zeppelin. It was a sort of I don't know, stoner sort of influence in music. The music in free festivals was generally pretty rubbish, with the exception of Hawkwind and Gong. And Hawkwind actually did something with the soundscape that these dub pioneers were doing in Notting Hill. They probably picked it up from the sound systems in Ladbroke Grove at Notting Hill Carnival. It was probably that sort of vibe they picked up, this sort of electronics, this electronic timelessness, and the repetitive beat. Within dub music, it's probably more melodic. Blackbeard went on to produce a lot of lovers rock, but this is a crucial record in '75, Downing Street Rock. I remember this one very well, and so this was like same time as Bob Marley would be big, and that sort of fed into punk rock, because punk rock was very Stalinistic, really. There was this sort of idea that it swept away all previous musics, but it Joe Strummer sort of turned his back on his hippie background when he was playing in the 1-2-1ers, which were a band I'd actually seen in the early 70s on the free festival circuit. But the studios that were run in London by reggae producers, not only did they get a brilliant sound, and there was probably some weed in the studio, which was sort of a bit of was an attraction for these young punk rockers. They sort of started incorporating it into the sound. I think the Clash were really crap at reggae, and the Slits likewise. I think it sort of got a bit better when Jar Wobble was playing in Pill with this metal box music. I just dug out this old clipping where I was accused of playing dated metal box music back in the 80s, and there were some amazing sounds. Now, what like scientists, and what they did was they broke down the elements of recorded music, did something with recorded music that was breaking it up into sort of sculptural elements. You got that worked in different ways on the body. It's like it's a really holistic sort of music, in that it affects the body physically through the bass and the rhythm, which actually, because the sound systems are set up so that the bass is emphasized, and the separations of sounds are emphasized in a way that wasn't happening in punk rock, which was really tinny. And I'll talk some more about space in music later.